Systems modeling language is one of the most intimidating parts of model-based systems engineering for beginners. When people first hear about it, they usually hear about many diagram types, complex tools, certifications, and strict rules. From that first impression, they assume systems modeling language must be the hardest concept in systems engineering. Engineers often think it's something academic that belongs in textbooks. Managers often assume it's a heavy software process that slows teams down, and many teams believe it's only useful for dedicated modeling specialists rather than everyday engineers. The interesting part is that most people form those opinions before understanding why systems modeling language exists at all. They react to its appearance instead of its purpose. So in this video, we step back and start with the problem it solves first. Because once the purpose is clear, the diagrams stop looking complicated and start looking practical. I'll explain what systems modeling language is, which parts matter early, and how to approach it without overwhelm. We won't focus on tools, syntax memorization, or certification paths. Only understanding. Because systems modeling language is not really about drawing diagrams. It is about helping engineering teams think about systems together in a consistent way. Complex systems are difficult to explain using words alone. Text works well for describing individual elements, but it struggles to show relationships between them. Traditional engineering relies on requirements documents, interface control documents, architecture descriptions, and verification plans. Each document captures a part of the system's story. This approach works when systems are small enough that engineers can mentally connect the pieces. The human brain fills the gaps between sections. But as systems grow, structure appears in one place, behavior in another, and interfaces somewhere else entirely. Engineers spend time reconstructing the system in their head instead of seeing it directly. When multiple disciplines interact, mechanical, electrical, software, and operations, interpretation replaces shared understanding. Different teams imagine slightly different versions of the same system. This is usually not visible at first. The misunderstanding appears later during integration, when components finally meet. Systems modeling language provides a shared visual reference, so relationships become visible instead of implied. Instead of describing connections, teams can see them. It shows structure, behavior, and dependencies in one connected representation rather than scattered explanations. Systems modeling language does not replace documentation. Documents still explain decisions, context, and justification. The model connects those decisions into a coherent system picture. In simple terms, systems modeling language turns abstract engineering concepts into something engineers can discuss and reason about together without guessing intent. Systems modeling language is a modeling language, not a tool, not a process, and not a methodology. It is simply a standardized way to represent system concepts visually. Just like English expresses ideas using sentences, systems modeling language expresses system meaning using graphical elements. The language itself doesn't create clarity. Clarity comes from how engineers use it. Many beginners believe they must memorize every diagram type before starting. That approach makes learning feel overwhelming and slow. Instead, start by asking a simple question. What am I trying to understand right now? Then choose the diagram that helps answer that question. Modeling should remove ambiguity, not add complexity. When used correctly, systems modeling language becomes communication rather than decoration. The diagram is not the goal. The shared understanding is the goal. You learn the language while learning the system, not before learning the system. Structured diagrams answer what exists in the system. They define components and how they relate to each other. Block definition. Diagrams define elements and their responsibilities. Internal block diagrams show how those elements connect and interact through interfaces. Structure modeling creates shared vocabulary across teams so everyone refers to the same concepts consistently. Behavior diagrams answer what happens over time. They show workflows, interactions, and responses. Activity diagrams represent functional processes. Sequence diagrams show communication between parts. State machines show how the system reacts to events and conditions. Structure tells you what the system is. Behavior tells you what the system does. Requirements diagrams connect intent to implementation and enable traceability between decisions and stakeholder needs. Parametric diagrams represent constraints and performance relationships. Engineers naturally sketch when thinking because relationships become visible. Systems modeling language formalizes that instinct into a shared language. A good diagram quickly answers three questions: what exists, how it relates, and what depends on what. One clear diagram can replace pages of explanation when it is intentional and focused. But clarity matters more than completeness. Overloaded diagrams reduce understanding instead of improving it. The purpose of modeling is communication, not artistic complexity. Large systems involve many disciplines, each viewing the system from its own perspective and priorities. Without a shared model, misalignment grows silently. Teams believe they agree until integration reveals differences. Systems modeling language provides a neutral reference where discussions anchor to the same structure and behavior. Traceability connects requirements to design and verification so changes show their impact. Instead of guessing consequences, engineers follow relationships through the model. This makes change safer because the reasoning behind the system is visible. Structure answers what the system is. Behavior answers what it does. That is why structure should be modeled first. Start with system boundaries, major interfaces, and critical behavior only. Model what supports decisions and delay everything else until it becomes necessary. Trying to model everything immediately often creates confusion rather than clarity. Systems modeling language becomes manageable when focused on purpose, clarity, and communication rather than diagram quantity. We offer a free model-based systems engineering foundations module if you want a guided introduction. The link is below. If this clarified systems modeling language for you, consider liking the video so others can find it and subscribe for practical systems engineering lessons. See you in the next lesson.